Hello, I'm Skeleton. I've hit Radiant countless times on multiple agents, and I've also peaked rank 1 on Europe. I am an experienced coach and player, and I'm basically just here to help you learn everything you need to know about Valorant. Okay, so we're going to be looking at Chamber on Breeze. Now, in my opinion, I think Cypher's very strong on Breeze, but I prefer Chamber. Chamber's a lot more fun and he suits me more, and I don't know, I just insta-log Chamber every time I play this map, so yeah. So we're going to be going over defense, then we'll go over attack. So in terms of Chamber on defense, how you want to be playing it, just like every other map on Chamber, you want to be playing aggressively. Do not be scared, go for the picks, save for your op. We've got the Outlaw now, which is great, so like it's basically an op, like the gun's completely broken. Use your kit, right? You don't have much abilities. What you do have is you have your TP. Use it, don't be scared, push forward. If I'm seeing anyone with a TP here playing back, you are reported. Like, I don't care. Play aggressive, keep playing aggressive, keep doing it. Now, my favourite TP on A for Chamber is this one. You can just hold this tight angle like this. It's super annoying for the enemies. You can usually get a kill. If you do get, say that enemy's drone, you can hear them walking up any drone. Maybe they walk up the right side. You hear them drone. You can just hide like this, right? When the drone gets to, I'd say around here, then you peek, shoot, TP, and you're out. As a rule of thumb, I'd say make sure your TP's about on this line. Any further forward, you're in the open. Any further back, you lose some space, right? Like, say if you put your TP back here, you've lost like the good. So another nice thing you can do, maybe you're a bit scared. Maybe they keep rushing A. Put your TP there, play like this, right? And another, I get flamed so much for this trip, but this trip is insane. Like, I think when people see this trip, it looks really troll. But look at the POV of the enemies. You can't see this trip, right? You're running out like this, you're running out, you get to about here, and you can see the trip, and the trip's already gone off. If a Jett is dashing on site, this trip gets him every single time. There's nothing the enemies can do to break this trip. It's quite literally unbreakable. They can't spam it. There's nothing you can do, even if you know it's there, until you get here, and the trip's gone off. This trip is insane. Like, it's such a good trip. It gets me so many kills, especially if I'm playing on site. Even if I put this trip here, and I'm playing double door, right? I'm kind of here. I can just spam, and I usually kill one. It's such a strong trip, and everyone should be using this trip. Just not in my games against me. Trip's insane. So play in the corner. Obviously, you can play off your trip. Say the trip goes off, play off the trip, or you can peek out wide early, try to kill one, TP out, play backside, play off your trip. Maybe there's a Viper wall here. Trip goes off. Standard stuff, really. If they're going B, or like maybe your Viper's said, oh, they're rushing B, don't be scared to take this fight. This is an easy fight. Like, this fight is super easy. Peek like this. Obviously make sure you clear your corners, and you can usually knife out here. You can knife out till you get to about here, and then you're gonna clear mid's clear. Now if the Cypher trip's here, you can usually jump over it. It's obviously on a hill. So you might be able to jump over the Cypher trip. If they have a chamber, his trip's probably not here. And if his trip is here and it's on, then there's a guy lurking mid. This lurk is super strong. You can kill the guy elbow. Maybe he doesn't see anyone. You can flank. Obviously flanking is good. If you can get behind your enemies, it's better than them being in front of you. So yeah, I'd just say play aggressive on main if you can. Something else you can do is you can even put your TP like somewhere weird like this. Peek main early. Say you have an op. Peek main early. Kill one. Play up here maybe if you want. Or again, you peek main early. You don't see anyone. You can start to walk down. Just be careful of the timing on this. If you peek in main a little bit later, people can get here pretty quick. In terms of peeking door, the best TP for door is usually this one. if you are peeking doors, like different ways you can peek it. You can either just peek it insta, so you know you can do that by jumping into the angle, or you can obviously you can like run in, but it's a little bit slower. Or what you can do is you can kind of wait until you hear something on mid, and you can peek on timing. Right. Or, sorry, I forgot. What you can do is you can run here insta. And you usually get here in time. So just start the barrier, you can kind of jump in here, and you can kind of play this weird angle. This works good if you have like a Jet who can fight with you, or a Reyna or something like this. You know, who can bait for you a little bit. This works really well. The reason I prefer the TP on this side is just, say if the TP's here, right, and they're rushing A, and you TP, you're kind of in the open from A. Whereas if the TP's here and they're rushing A, you have a little bit more cover. Say they just have a Sky, right? They don't have a server, they just have a Sky. This TP is insane, right? If they have a server, you're probably going to get droned off the angle and it's not as good. But if they just have a Sky, you know, playing up here is good. And then, can we get it? You know, and I mean this one's good as well, but it's a bit like awkward, right? You're kind of worrying about two angles. Yeah, that's probably like it for A. Like, you know, his kit is very basic, so there's not any like crazy tech you can do, but it's just about playing confidently, knowing your angles, and moving around, you know, not doing the same thing every single round, being unpredictable and being aggressive. For Nest, obviously like this TP's good. Yeah, there's not really much more to it. And then if you're pushing elbow a bit deeper. Yeah. Then this TP is good, peeking into elbow, and this TP is good as well because say if there's no one here, it follows you, so you still have a TP when you're this deep, which is good. And you know, you can walk out, you can peek like this, and you can run back in. I do that so much where I'll play just outside my TP, kill one, and you just sprint back into it. If you're feeling a bit like, say you have a teammate with you, you can maybe say to your teammate, "Oh, can you fight elbow?" And you can just leave your TP up there. You can kind of fight elbow together, jump on top. I mean, and again, you know, maybe if you have a teammate fighting elbow with you, you can put your TP there. But obviously you're just not covered on here, so it's not nearly as good. Yeah. And if you are fighting elbow, get someone to break the arrow for you, or you break the arrow. Just make sure you're breaking this arrow. It's super important, because it will ruin your day if you don't break it. If you're fighting B main, say you get your friend to hold your window, you can obviously peek like this. Usually your TP's better on this side just because you have more to hide behind, right? Say they're rushing B, you know, you peek, kill one. You have more to hide behind. Rather as, you know, if it's on this side, you're kind of more in the open. I mean, I guess there probably would be a Viper wall, but then you're stuck behind a Viper wall. You know, if you have TP's here, you can keep on fighting. You know, you can keep fighting sight. You can help your teammate. You know, you can play some like cringe angle like this. You can run all the way to backside. You can, I don't know, that's up to you really how you want to play it. But realistically, if you are peeking B, you want your TP on this side so you can fight with your team. If it's on this side, you're a bit, you know, it's not as good. Really nice angles. This one is just OP. TP behind there. Sometimes what I usually will do is I'll hold like this until I hear a noise, you know, until I'm hearing them like here, or until I hear the drone. Once I hear the drone, I know that the enemies are going to be peeking with the drone, and then that's when I peek out. And you know, you can TP if you want. But sometimes as well, you can just stay up here. Like you can maybe kill one, and you just kind of stay here like this, and you're in such a like awkward position. Like if you have a teammate pillar, and then some kid crouching up here as well, there's a lot going on, and it's a really annoying angle for the enemies to have to fight. So you can stay up there. And again, you know, there's this one, so if you want to fight window. You can hold like that. I usually wouldn't double zoom here, just because so I can flick down. If you double zoom, it's a bit awkward. But yeah. In general, just get creative with your TPs and don't be scared to be aggressive. That's all it is really with Chambers. Chamber 101 is just play like a psychopath. If you're rushing B, you want to make sure your trip's on this side, usually. The reason why is, you know, say you have a Viper wall, it's coming down like this, and your TP's over here, you know, sorry, your trip's over there, then the enemies could shift behind the wall, past your trip, I don't know, do something weird, maybe get in window or something. So make sure your trip's kind of covering, you know, it's covering everything here. It's usually the best trip. Try not to leave your trip like, I don't know, like in the open or something.
That works.
Just put your trip there. All you gotta do. In terms of like going B, you've got an op, you know, you want to be playing window most of the time. If they have an op, maybe jump peek, you know, kind of clear this angle, so you just jump peek, like right, okay, it's clear, and you can peek, and let's even say like your team will be playing mid, they're playing A, or you're just playing the default, and you get in window. This is such a powerful position, because you can just hold like this, right, and anyone on B site has to cross here. They have to, they literally have to cross. Sometimes you might get Viper, the Viper might put the smoke up and block you, but a lot of the time they just don't, for some reason. People just don't. Maybe they don't expect you, you know, if they are rotating, usually they're gonna think, right, it's an A hit or it's a mid hit or something, and that's why they're rotating. So they don't expect some weirdo to be sitting here with an op. So you can just sit and just hold this, and you'll probably kill someone if you're lurking. If you're hitting B, realistically, you know, your job is to kind of like hold, make sure there's no funny business going on, and then if you want to drop, you know, you can drop and hold this. But usually I'll just kind of stay in window. If you want to rush, you've got two options. You can put your TP here, and you can come out to the right, you know, and then you can put your TP to the left.
That's not ready.
You can kind of come out to the left, right? It's nothing crazy really. There's not any like technology that I can give you on this one. That's as far as it goes. And yeah, I mean, again, you know, with elbow, if you're working elbow, just kind of want your TP somewhere accessible. Now, on mid, you know, the TP that everyone does is you got this one, you know, which is taking the double doors fight, and this one. Right, so if you want to, maybe they're fighting double doors super heavy, they have an op, or there's just some reason, you know, you don't want to fight double doors. You got this TP as well, and this TP is actually really good if you're lurking. Say you're lurking and you don't want them to know that you are lurking. You got this TP here. Jump up mid. Obviously, careful in this guy. You can just sit here. You can literally just sit here. Put your feet up. Chill for a bit. Teammates are planting the bomb, and you're like, right, now's my time to go. You know, you might have had to wait 30 seconds. Now's your time to go. Bang, you kill that guy. You know, you'd be annoying. Maybe you kill one more, and you just sit on mid. It could be annoying. Or, you know, you can get up here. You know, as long as you kind of know you've killed the rotators, you can do stuff like that. With Chamber, your goal on this map is to be annoying. Like, you have to be annoying. Sit with an op. You can literally, like, say they have jet knives. Sit with an op here and don't move. You know, hold this thing. If they're playing aggressive on mid, just sit here. You know, You don't have to do anything. Like you just, the enemies just seem to come to you most of the time. On A main, you know, say you're rushing A, what, like, you just TP up here, right? Your team are rushing A, you TP up here, you hold this for them, make sure no one swings as your team are entering, right? That's clear, and you can see over the wall, kill one, be annoying, you know. You are lurking mid, the best trip. Usually, you know, if your team are going towards B, you know, just put your trip here. If your team are going towards, you know, just for a thing, you know, like if you put your trip here, you know, the enemies can obviously peek out wide. Same if your trip's here. You know, the enemies can kind of like, you know, get an angle before the trip will see you. So you want your trip in the open, gives you more space. Something like that is best. Now, you know, if you're lurking towards mid, and your team, say your team are going A, best trip is something like this, right? And this just covers if they're gonna come this way or they're gonna come that way, right? Just covers basically everything. And you know, you can probably put it a little bit more hidden. I mean, can you just put it like this? I've never done this for some reason. Yeah, I mean, yeah, put it there, I guess. I just put it in the open, but yeah, you can put it there. And you know, when you're taking mid, you've got B covered, so you don't have to worry about someone flanking you. And if they do smoke it or something, you'll hear it. So yeah, in general, like a lot of the stuff on Chamber that you are going to be doing is pretty standard stuff. It's more about how you use the agent. That's what's most important, and obviously making sure you're killing people. On Breeze especially, like you want to be opping, like you want to be op crutching as much as you possibly can. Obviously it's such a big map, long range fights, a lot of opportunities for you to get op kills. Yeah, so that's really what you want to be doing. Op on attack, op on defense, op mid, B, A, you know, be annoying. Get these entries. I'd say, you know, with jumping up here, what I usually do is, I've died so many times trying to take this fight. You know, you can just jump peek it like that. Jump peek it, make sure there's no one nest. So that, and if you do want to jump up, you know, make sure you clear this angle. This is like the angle of death. Like, this position is super strong, but it's also super dangerous. So, you know, jump here. Alright, that's clear. You know, and you can kind of jump up, clear this, try clear this, and then maybe you can kill this guy. Kill nest. I don't know. But yeah, in general, Breeze is a pretty basic map. Doesn't matter what agent on this map, everyone is pretty basic. Like there's not any like crazy stuff you can really do on this map. It's all standard, pretty like. Fundamentals are super important, and just knowing your role and playing your role properly. Chamber, you want to be lurking, you want to be killing the rotators, you want to be AWPing, being annoying, looking for first bloods, that type of thing. So yeah, that's it really for Breeze. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like and follow.